Hi, thanks for joining me here on the mat for this grounding practice, which is really about connecting to the element of earth. And the element of earth is really connected to our Muladhara chakra, our root chakra, which is really all about this feeling of security and stability. And I think a lot of that feeling of security really comes from this sense of trust within ourselves. So it's a sense that we have to be able to release some control. We cannot control what happens in our life. The only thing that we can control is our reaction to it. And when we feel this sense of deep trust in our ability to cope with whatever life may throw at us, we can release some of that control. We can feel more stable, more secure, and connected to this element of earth. So that's what we're going to be cultivating in our meditation today. Through a bit of breath work, through a bit of meditation, is really this sense of trust and releasing of any need to control everything outside of our control, which is most things. All we can control is our reaction to it. So finding yourself a comfortable seat. If you would prefer, you can lie down, but just finding a position where we can have some length through the spine, we can allow the breath to travel easily in and out, and we can feel that connection to the breath. So if you're happy to do so, closing your eyes, take a wriggle into the shoulders. And I always like to begin personally when I'm doing any kind of meditation or breath work, just with a cleansing breath, because it always just feels really nice to release any tension from the body. So taking that big breath in through the nose, right down into the base of the lungs, expanding. So you'll feel at the beginning of the belly expanding, the ribs expanding, the chest opening as you breathe in. Right to the top of the lungs, maybe even take an extra sip of air through the nose. And then let it go through the mouth. And you feel with that exhale this sense of the whole body just letting go. So connecting to this element of earth. Obviously around us, all around us, we're surrounded by nature. We're part of nature, deeply connected. And the earth is our security, it's our home, it's our stability, it's our safety. And I'd like you to visualize yourself as part of nature and imagining some roots traveling down through your thighs, down your legs, and in to the earth beneath you. So you really feel that you are deeply, physically and emotionally connected to the earth. You feel rooted. You can imagine yourself receiving this nutrients up through those roots into your being. And then sending your own energy back down those roots and into the earth, so that it's this two-way relationship. And connecting the breath with that movement, imagine yourself as you breathe in, you're receiving this fresh, nourishing energy through those roots, traveling up through the legs into your body. And as you exhale, you're releasing anything that no longer serves you. And when we think of this connection to earth, we think into our sense of security. As you breathe in and you receive that fresh energy up through those roots, can you breathe in this sense of trust and security? Does that emotion evoke a sensation, or do you feel it in a particular shape or place in the body, maybe a color? Can you breathe in this sense of trust through those roots, breathing it in from the earth, knowing that whatever your life may throw at you, you are able to withstand anything that may happen. As you breathe in, you receive this sense of loving nourishment and trust, a sense of courage. And as you breathe out, just breathe out any self-doubt, any need to control. And understand that often our feeling of insecurity comes from our own deep-rooted lack of self-belief. We don't believe that we're able to cope with what life may throw at us. We fear things, we become anxious, we worry. But instead, in this practice today, we're replacing that worry with trust. Breathing in, connecting to that security, that element of earth, receiving that energy of trust and courage into the body, letting go of any self-doubt as we breathe out. So imagine that self-doubt physically leaving the body through those roots in the earth, taking it away. We breathe in, we receive this trust and love and security, this sense of strength. And as we breathe out, we feel any self-doubt leaving the body. Breathing in trust and courage. Letting go of any self-doubt. And just noticing if those contrasting feelings have any particular color associated with them. You can visualize that color entering the body as you breathe in up through the legs, all the way into the hips, up through the spine to the crown of the head, so your whole body is being bathed in that color, that feeling of trust, of courage. And as you exhale, whatever color self-doubt holds for you, feel it releasing down the legs into the earth. You release, let go of any need to control. You breathe in the trust and the courage. And knowing that even in those moments of self-doubt, which we all have, every one of us is vulnerable, that deep down that trust, that courage is within you. And still breathing in that way, receiving those two colors, receiving the one color in, letting go of the color out. So almost that process becomes quite passive. It feels like it's happening organically. Just allow your mind to ponder on any challenges that you could never have foreseen that have come into your life. Often the things that we worry about are things that never happen. And the things that we never foresaw as being a problem come out of absolutely nowhere and blindside us. So really the worrying is fairly fruitless endeavor of our brain to try and keep us feeling secure and safe. So those things that came out of nowhere, perhaps you may be still dealing with them, or perhaps they're things that you have overcome and are in your past. Can you take evidence from that? Can you allow yourself to feel that pride that you have overcome that? Can you allow that to feed into this element of security and safety, to know that you have this power within you to overcome obstacles and challenges in your path? Breathing in that sense of trust and letting go of any self-doubt and cultivating this sense of security within. And taking a few more breaths that way. Beginning to notice how you feel in your body and how that may have changed. And know that you can come back to this practice any time that you're struggling with something particularly. Something that makes you feel uncertain, makes you feel insecure, makes that element of earth feel unstable for you. When you want to come back to yourself, this practice is always here to guide you back to this deep well of courage that lies within you. Releasing that breath work now, releasing that visualization and just bathing simply in that emotion of feeling totally rooted in the earth, secure in your body, secure in yourself and who you are, proud of yourself. Bathed in that emotion of trust and of courage. Feeling that totally percolating into your being. And taking some movement through the fingers and the toes. And fluttering your eyes open. Bringing your hands, one hand on top of each other at the heart, just turning inwards, bringing your chin to the chest. Thanking yourself for taking this time to connect to yourself, to the element of earth. And I'll see you again very soon.